Hello students. Today we are going to read the second chapter of class 7th, The Cherry Tree, written by Ruskin Bond. Here we have a story of Rakesh, who was 7, lived his grandparents in Missouri. One day when Rakesh came back home from the bazaar, he was eating cherries, which came all the way from Kashmir Valley. When he reached home, he was left with only 3 cherries. He offered them to his grandfather, who was in the garden. Grandfather took one and Rakesh ate the rest quickly so that the grandfather could not take another. Then he placed a seed on his palm and asked if it was lucky. Of course, said the grandfather, if we put it to some use. They decided to plant it. They prepared a corner in the garden and sowed the seed. It was winter time and cold wind was blowing. Rakesh and his grandfather sat outside near a charcoal fire in the evening, and grandfather told him different stories. When spring approached, they could see wild ducks flying back to north in a V-shaped formation. One morning, a small plant in the corner of the garden. It was the cherry plant. Rakesh and his grandfather put some pebbles around it for its safety, and Rakesh watered it. Then, in the monsoon, the cherry tree grew quickly. Somehow, a goat entered one day into the garden and ate all the leaves of the cherry tree. Only the main stem and 2 thin branches remained. Rakesh became upset, but grandfather tried to cheer him up by saying that cherry tree is strong enough to grow again. Towards the end of the rainy season, new leaves appeared on the tree, and then a woman who was cutting the weed and grass around came down to the garden, and with one stroke of her scythe, the cherry tree cut into 2. When grandfather saw this, he scolded the woman, but now it could not be repaired. Rakesh was sure that the tree will die now, but cherry tree grew again in summer, and Rakesh also grew taller and 8 years old. As time passed, Rakesh and cherry tree grew taller and stronger, and after 3 years, one day grandfather called Rakesh to show pale pink blossom of their tree. That summer, there were small cherries on the tree. One day, on a warm sunny afternoon, Rakesh went out and lay down on the grass beneath the tree. Grandfather came outside and they waited in silence until the stars came out. Rakesh asked his grandfather, when there are many trees in the forest, why do we like this tree so much? Because we have planted it ourselves, answered the grandfather. Rakesh felt happy. He touched the tree. Just one seed had grown in a tall tree. He wondered and felt the power and grace of God.